everybody, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome to Muscle Memory. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about my personal life and the journey of becoming me today, and why am I starting this channel. A lot of my friends have been asking me why, and all of a sudden, why are you doing this? So today I'd like to answer those questions and give you background about my story. So it all started in pretty much freshman year of high school, when I was playing both travel soccer and for the school's team soccer. I played at Bishop Shanahan. So freshman year, new kid hoping to make an impact and play as a freshman on the varsity team. Didn't do as well as the coaches wanted me to, so I played on the freshman team. So that is what ultimately started this whole journey, my whole work ethic and mindset. I knew right then and there, like, I'm not settling for this. I don't want to make JV next year. I want more competition and just more energy and impact. So come following year, sophomore year in high school, did a lot more. Start my own training, especially more with lifting and fitness, because I was a string bean way back then. It was rough. I was getting bounced off the ball all the time. So I knew I had to start lifting in order to be a better player, like solid wise, all around. So come sophomore year, I trained by myself a little bit more, and I did end up making the varsity team, but this is where the whole mindset came into place. I made the team, but barely ever played. I would go in for a couple minutes every game, and I wasn't getting the touches I needed. I barely had any time to really make an impact, so I started getting very down on myself and thinking, you're not good enough, you're not producing enough, the coach isn't liking this, so what am I going to do? So right then, that's where the whole stress level and everything came into play, and ultimately, you could say that soccer started ruining my grades. I started not doing as well in school, went from being a decent straight A type student to going to B's and C's, and it was not good. So I knew I had to change something. Thank God for my parents and my family for trying to support me, and ended up junior year, I made the team again, the varsity team, and I knew that I needed to make an impact. So before that, I was started training more and more by myself, and started playing a lot more travel ball. We started getting to more tournaments because of college showcases and trying to get ourselves out there and get recruited for my own team. So junior came around, I was getting more playing time, thankfully, so definitely a plus, but the coach was picking favorites over me and playing them over me, and me personally, I thought, and some other friends thought that, they're not as good as you, they shouldn't be starting or getting as much playing time as you. So I started getting down on myself again with the stress, and this all just keeps revolving. It's the same revolving door, just stress because of soccer, stress because of soccer. So it came to like the middle of the junior year was the season, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore. The stress, the pressure, I guess ultimately the pressure I was putting on myself just wasn't right. So I walked up to him next practice after a game and quit. I did not want to do this anymore. I did not want to deal with him and with the negativity, so I quit. I thought a lot about it, like, being a quitter, does that mean I quit? I took the easy route? Should I have stayed? Should I have played? Should I kept doing, just pushing through it? A lot of my friends and teammates were, trying to get me to come back, and the moment I quit, this huge just weight came off my shoulders, and right then and there, I knew that I made the right choice. And from then on, that's where the work ethic and my mindset came into play, because I said right then and there, I want to play college soccer. I want to. I'm pushing myself to the limits. So I started training by myself for ultimately like a year and a half. Training, I had travel ball still with showcases, but our team, we never really did too much higher up showcases and tournaments. We just weren't that type of team. So it was tough to try to get coaches to come out and watch us. So I was training a lot, and then realized that one of the colleges I applied to, Widener, which I'm on the field right now, Widener University, was a D3 college. And so I emailed the coach, sent him multiple emails whenever he was at a college tournament that we were at, trying to get him to come out, and went to a couple clinics that they had here at Widener. So I wanted to get my name out because I knew if there's any team I was going to make, this would be one of the teams. I love the school, I love the area, and I knew like this has to be the one. And just training all the time, and ended up coming in as a walk-on. Come of freshman year, I trained a lot and thankfully got rewarded. It was awesome. I was so glad I made the team. The hard work, the effort, awesome. Congrats. And then I get hit with the same stuff that happened in high school. I made the team, but it wasn't good enough. He, just said I got a lot of work on. I just barely made the team, and the whole mindset and the stress came in again freshman year of college. A whole new atmosphere, a whole new setting, and I got this also to deal with. So it was rough for the first part, and just barely playing. You guys can look up on my roster. Freshman year I played a couple games and got barely any minutes. It was a struggle, and it was awful just sitting and watching other guys play over you, watching other freshman guys play, and just knowing that, I want to do better, I want to make an impact, I want to show them what I have and what my true potential is. So after the season, yet again, I started grinding, working out even more, and training a lot more. And I realized that my training and stuff I did before college needed to be better. And that was specifically I was training, but not fast and, competitive, keeping it in a good pace. And that's the problem with a lot of people. They just go through motions. I learned and realized after watching other YouTube videos on other soccer videos on YouTube that you need to be fast. Practice as you play. So play fast and practice faster. So I started training even faster. All the drills I was doing was fast because I was doing individual work. I really didn't have people around me besides my brother and my dad, or if I could get a couple guys to play with me. It was mostly just only my individual work and doing my own stuff. So I knew because I didn't have those other people to help me out train and get that more game-like situation, I needed to train even better. So coming in sophomore year, did a lot better. I started playing a lot more minutes and got my first goal as a college player, so that was awesome. And yet it was still not good enough for me. I was like, I'm still just coming in. I'm not really starting as many games as I want to. I want to keep playing this. I gotta get up there. Junior year, make the team, and started playing a lot more games. Started playing all types of positions. Just kept me on the field, and this is awesome. This is great. So what I'm trying to say is the mindset is so important. I've been through trials and tribulations throughout my whole life. It's a struggle, but you need to understand that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Because now senior year, we're all wrapped up, but I played every single game. Totally fine. Played all the minutes I wanted to. Did we get the results I wanted? Not as much, but you know what? I was able to play because I worked so hard in the off season to get where I wanted to be. I wanted people to see how much the work ethic can go into creating your own dreams and making your passions come true. You can ask my friends and even some guys on here and girls that know I've had my coach yell at me for practicing too much, training by myself for too much. Being out here late at night, like right now, I've trained, outside of my dorm room at 11 o'clock at night, training just because I wasn't able to train at all that day because of studies or homework. So for this type of work ethic, you need to be insane at some point. As some people call, you're not normal in that you love something so much that you almost, as they say, like, if you want to sleep as bad as you want to do this dream, like, you gotta go full-fledged into this. If you're setting your mind onto something, you gotta go full-fledged. So some people think I'm crazy, but it's because I'm crazy in love with this sport. And for some people are also crazy in love with, other sports, or, video games, or it's whatever you're in love with. If you truly love it and you want to succeed in it, you have to put in the work. And I can say personally, I put in hours upon hours on this field, on plenty of other fields, and just patches of grass, or just pavement on the street in school. Like, you gotta find your ways. You gotta be creative and not take any days off, as I like to say. So in the end, I just wanted to give you guys my personal life and, what it came to be, how I came to do this, and give you guys a reason of why I'm doing this. So hope for the next video to be more related to either the fitness, the mindset, or the soccer. So you'll see the next video soon. But as for now, keep your mindset. Don't let the negativity tear you down, because there's always going to be more positives. Focus on the positives, and the best is yet to come. Remember that.